education continues for both Stephen Coolboy Steph Fulton Jr. and Arnold Khegai. Khegai 27, Fulton 25. As we look at the numbers.
Yeah, as you see the show stats, and 34% being landed by Fulton is good, but the 48% power punches, which is everything other than a jab, especially impressive. And I'll tell you what else is impressive. They wanted better production from the jab. 25% of those landed isn't bad either.
You know how we get down. I fell asleep. So it's 2:30. This card ended about 2.5 hours or so ago. TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. He's now 18-0 with 8 KOs. Stephen Coolboy Fulton. Coolboy Steph Fulton. From the bottom in Philadelphia. That's this area in Philadelphia that's right at the end of North Philly and the beginning of West Philly in the in back of the Philadelphia Zoo. So what we're going to do, as we always do, is we're going to listen to the post-fight interview. So this is all, it's not live, but I don't know. I've been off social media. I don't know who won the Hurd fight. I don't know if Danny Garcia won. So we're just staying away from all that shit right now. And I want to cover this fight as if, I haven't seen it before. Oh, this is a flashback from last week. By the way, I got a chance to meet Steve Fulton at the J. Rock Williams, Jason Rosario first press conference here. What are they talking about?
Came in and mauled J-Rock in J-Rock.
By the way, also, Philly needed this because we had Jesse Hart lose in Atlantic City. We had J-Rock lose last week to Jason Rosario, and I was worried about Steve Fulton and Danny Garcia tonight. So once again, I haven't seen a Danny Garcia Redkach fight. So what we're going to do is talk about the 122-pound division as a whole, and this fight with Steve Fulton and Arnold Khegai was a WBO eliminator. Now, was it a final eliminator? They haven't said that. A final eliminator would be, for example, here's how it works. So you have Arnold Khegai, who's right here, and you had him and Steve Fulton fight in an eliminator. So which means they'll likely be ordered to fight this guy to be the mandatory unless Steve Fulton turns it down. Remember, Steve Fulton had a face-off with Brad Figueroa, WBA world champion. Dana Roman, the number one guy at 122 pounds right now, in my opinion, is taking on Akhmadaliev next week on the Zone. I think they're about to read the scorecards, and Manuel Navarrete is the most exciting here. Yeah, they are. Please subscribe.
Unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, John McKay, scores the bout 116 to 112. Judges Waleska Roldan and Frank Lombardi both score the bout 117 to 111. All three in favor of the winner. He is still undefeated. And now the WBO Intercontinental Junior Featherweight Champion, Stephen Fulton Jr.
Good job, son. Good job.
Cool boy Steph, as cool as you like. 25-year-old Stephen Fulton Jr. improves to 18-0. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, Morrow, thank you very much. Stephen, congratulations. How did you feel you did in controlling this fight against a very, very tough opponent?
First of all, I want to say alhamdulillah, thank all praise be to Allah, thank God. Our handman Steven Espinosa and the whole Showtime crew, TGB Promotions, Tom Brown, DSG Promotions, Danny Garcia. I felt great. He was a tough opponent, and I just feel good. I pulled the victory out. I stayed on my game plan, kept boxing, didn't let him bait me into his game, and I pulled the victory out.
He tried to drag you into a rougher type of tumble fight, got a little dirty there. How did you keep your composure?
I kept my composure because that's what we prepared for. You know, he's a tough guy. I knew he was coming to fight, and I was prepared to rumble if I had to. But I just tried to make it smart and stick to the game plan my teammates had me and keep boxing.
Can you explain how effective your jab was?
My jab is always effective. You know, I try to be smart with it and utilize it a lot in and out in those rounds, and, you know, just pull the victory out with the jab.
What would you like to do next? Do you feel you're ready to take that step and contend now for a title?
Of course, you know, we're going through tough times right now. Like a lot of fighters had their season when they could get them tough fights, and this is probably one of those times right now. But I'm ready for that WBO world title.
Very good. I like your hat.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
The GOAT, Muhammad Ali. All right, Morrow, back to you.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, there's some questions that have to be asked. You know, what eliminator is this? Is it the final eliminator? You know, I'm sure some news is probably going to come out in the next couple of days to clarify that. And if so, then, you know, we see that Top Rank and PBC are working together. So we know that they can make this fight happen. You even have Javier Fortuna, a PBC fighter who's going to be likely heading over to the zone and take on Luke Campbell. It's crazy. Emmanuel Navarrete is supposed to be rumored to be on the Wilder versus Fury 2 undercard against Gio Santissima. He's a very active 122-pound fighter. Fighting, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be 6 times in 15 months or some shit like that by the time he steps into the ring. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times by June of 2018. I mean, June of 2020. I wonder what's next for Brandon Figueroa. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, let's cut the shit. Steve Fulton, from what we've seen so far, is a better, in my opinion, we're talking about better skill set. We're talking about like, you know, fundamentally sound, more fundamentally sound than Ray Vargas. Brandon Figueroa was a pressure fighter, power puncher. Emmanuel Navarrete, he's just an animal. But when it comes to, you know, like all the different tools in the bag with the movement, body punches, lateral move, head movement, you know, punch variety, Steve Fulton's got that. Danny Roman right now is a better boxer right now, you know, and he's a unified champion. Roman has more of a similar style to Mikey Garcia now that I think about it, in my opinion. So I don't know. We're going to have to see where he goes from here. We're going to have to see. So the next few months is going to be interesting, you know, and I hope that he really does pursue that WBO shot. Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. We cover every single major fight live. You know, shout out to Arnold Khegai. Keep fucking his name up. But, you know, he's more of a pressure fighter, power puncher, you know, and a pressure fighter. And as time goes on, how old is this guy, by the way? 27, from the Ukraine. He was definitely frustrating in there, body slamming and shit, hitting behind the head, fucking up and pushing forearms and all that shit. We gonna see, though. We gonna see what's next for Cool Boy Steph. Please subscribe.